Hey guys, welcome back to the Friday Vlog, where we discuss activity that goes on here with the BuzWeaver channel. That includes things like current events, headlines that are in the news, pop culture, social media, technology, and items of interest that come up during the week, to include shorts that I throw in there, so thank you guys for checking those out. And of course, all of you guys' support across New Tech as well as here on YouTube. Thank you guys for your continued support.
Ladies and gentlemen, I could not be more enthusiastic because I didn't want to use the cliche of being very excited. So I am very enthusiastic to bring you this from our good buddy, Timcast. This was amazing. So worth talking about right now. Maybe this may not be a particular point of interest to many of you and around the world who often watch here when it comes to American politics, or maybe even some people here in the States. But this is so significant because this illustrates what we talk about here on the BuzWeaver channel and have talked about here on the BuzWeaver channel. And as you know, if you're new here, welcome. What we do every Friday is, or anytime you watch the BuzWeaver channel, is we take the difficult, we take the complicated, we take the tumult, we take the confusion, and we try to break it down for you in a very simple, understandable way so that you can get an idea of what is actually happening, because you're not dumb, even though these people try to talk to you as though you are. So from Timcast, Ronna McDaniel overheard trashing Vivek Ramaswamy in debate audience, saying he won't get a cent from us. Now, I'm not anticipating a lot of people watch the debate, but oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, I cannot emphasize enough how significant this was last night. Vivek Ramaswamy made the RNC chair so mad, she started screaming. As you see here, he's a rear end cavity. He's a rear end cavity. I mean, he lit that up. And we're going to get into it. Don't worry. We're going to get into that. We're going to get into that clip and others. But I mean, he laid into it. So Ronna McDaniel, the chairwoman of the Republican National Committee and establishment asset, just kind of added in my own little part there, was overheard loudly disparaging candidate Vivek Ramaswamy from the audience during Wednesday's night debate. Boy, she was lit. A source who was sitting near McDaniels told Timcast News that she was not attempting to keep her voice lowered as she called him a rear end cavity and declared that the party would not be giving him a cent, which he doesn't need. Now, it's interesting because I'm going to paraphrase what Tim said, and I agree with him 100%, and I'm sure most of you guys who are part of the channel would agree too. He said that the GOP and RNC are willing to lose elections as long as they can stay in power. And that's exactly what we're seeing from the Democrats too. When it comes to Donald Trump, it's not about rule of law. It's not about democracy. It's not about ensuring there's justice in our country. No, these people want to hold on to power, and Vivek Ramaswamy just laid into him. And here's a tweet from Vivek. The choice should be clear. We can elect a president who will keep us out of World War III, or we can elect a Dick Cheney and 3-inch heels, because there are two of them on the stage with me tonight. I mean, he just was on fire with everybody. I mean, he even got Nikki Haley lit up last night. But here you see from McDaniel, you know, he's a rear end cavity. He's a rear end cavity. He's desperate because he's doing bad in the polls. He won't be getting a cent from us. Hey, he's doing great in the polls. And I'm not really seeing Vivek, and I think many have said that he's really not, he's really not trying to become president. He's more maybe lining himself up for a position in the administration should, say, Donald Trump win. I don't really think that Trump would pick him as a VP either. So it's interesting, but she also loudly booed him during his exchange with Nikki Haley, according to the person sitting nearby. And of course, he lit into Nikki Haley. He lit into Ron DeSantis as well. She was in complete meltdown mode over Vivek, the source said. This was in the middle of the audience with an earshot of at least 50 people. There was more than 50 people, but that girl was on fire, and it's because Vivek lit them up. Now, I know I keep talking about that. I want you guys to listen to this, because this is exactly what I would love to say and try to say. I'm not nearly as articulate as he was, but this is what we talk about here on the BuzWeaver channel and have been talking about on the BuzWeaver channel now for many years. Listen, this is golden. This is gold. Make sure you share this with as many people as possible. This is gold.
Swamy, let me turn to you. Please make your case. Why should you be the nominee and not the former president?
I think there's something deeper going on in the Republican Party here, and I am upset about what happened last night. We've become a party of losers at the end of the day. It was a cancer to the Republican establishment. Let's speak the truth. I mean, since Ronna McDaniel took over as chairwoman of the RNC in 2017, we have lost 2018, 2020, 2022, no red wave that never came. We got trounced last night in 2023. And I think that we have to have accountability in our party. For that matter, Ron, if you want to come on stage tonight, you want to look the GOP voters in the eye and tell them you resign, I will turn over yield my time to you. And frankly, look, the people there cheering for losing in the Republican Party. Think about who's moderating this debate. This should be Tucker Carlson, Joe Rogan, and Elon Musk. We'd have 10 times the viewership, asking questions that GOP primary voters actually care about and bringing more people into our party. Do you think the Democrats, and we've got Kristen Welker here, do you think the Democrats would actually hire Greg Gutfeld to host a Democratic debate? They wouldn't do it. And so the fact of the matter is, I mean, Kristen, I'm going to use this time because this is actually about you in the media and the corrupt media establishment. Ask you, the Trump-Russia collusion hoax that you pushed on this network for years, was that real or was that Hillary Clinton made up disinformation? Answer the question. Go.
Mr. Ross.
Oh, my. Look at that face. Look at that face.
We need accountability because this media rigged the 2016 election. They rigged the 2020 election with the Hunter Biden laptop story.
Mr. Ramaswamy,
and they're going to rig this election.
Your time is up.
Accountability.
Let me turn to Governor Christie. Why you?
Swamy,
let me turn to you.
Oh, boy. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, what more can I say than thank you, Vivek Ramaswamy, for reiterating what we have talked about here on the BuzWeaver channel all these years. I am a tiny, tiny little YouTuber who appreciates everybody's support that I get, likes, shares, and comments, and especially this video right here. Like, share, and comment on it, and share it with everybody you know, because this is exactly what I have been talking about for a long time. The establishment uniparty assets aren't limited to the Democratic Party. Now, here is the bit of an exchange between Vivek and Ronna right here.
It looks like he's speaking now to Ronna McDaniel. Can't make her out exactly, but it looks like they may.
Oh, I'm not sure why that's buffering.
Look, this was a big debate. Vivek came out here. He attacked the moderators. He attacked the media. He attacked the RNC for setting up this debate the way it was. And for a lot of the debate, he was on the attack. It was Vivek versus the rest of the room.
When
we look at the rest of the candidates and who received a lot of that incoming, we start with Nikki Haley.
Vivek's son and his wife.
DeSantis, who was center stage, of course, the hometown
so
hero.
We can't hear any of this that's happening, but you can see it's a bit animated. Now, Vivek he's a pretty laid-back guy, so that's about as animated as you're going to see him get in that particular clip. But it's just I couldn't be happier about what he did because, as you know, here on the BuzWeaver channel, this is what we talk about. You know, I'm such a tiny little voice in this sea of absurdity that we're experiencing in our culture, in our institutions that have all been hijacked, and to see Vivek Ramaswamy come out like that, like he did last night, and here's what I just played for you right here. For him to come out and say that is absolutely epic. I mean, it is the centerpiece of my entire channel, and that is calling out the establishment uniparty. And maybe the reason I don't get as much heat or get as much attention is because I am such a tiny channel. But once you get to that level, say like a Tim Pool or a Styx Hexenhammer, or a Jeremy, or somebody who's, you know, well, not necessarily conservative commentary, but political commentary, they're going to come after you, just like they're doing here with Vivek Ramaswamy. But I think what he said and what he did was absolutely amazing. In that 1 minute, 21 seconds, he absolutely called it out. He basically encapsulated everything we talk about here on the BuzWeaver channel and have been talking about for the last 7 years. It's absolutely amazing. I couldn't be happier. By all means, you are welcome to share this video. Share the article by pausing the video and then looking it up because, as you know, I'm no longer putting links down in the comment sections or down in the description sections because YouTube is very fickle about all this stuff now, especially when it comes to disinformation, misinformation. As you know, the election is coming up in January. We got the caucuses kicking off in January of next year, and this is going to be heated as we've talked about here, things are going to be on fire, getting wilder each and every day, each and every week, each and every month. But I want to thank all you guys for your continued support. And that's what I had for you guys this Friday.
All right, guys, so that's going to wrap it up for this Friday vlog. Thank you for the likes, the shares, and the comments. Below this video, you can find the various social media links that I belong to, as well as links to my Amazon influencer page. So if you're a Prime member or you order frequently from Amazon, by all means, feel free to use those as your landing page, as it does help out the channel, and it's greatly appreciated. So thank you guys across New Tech, as well as here on YouTube, for your guys' continued support. And appearing there on the screen, that would be the channel icon you guys can click on to subscribe, as well as to select notifications. That way you know when there's content here on the channel, as well as the Friday vlog. And I'll see all you guys right there behind the Galaxy phone camera next week.